A summary of everything that is stated in this video may be found on the CoinMarketCap website. I would also like to remind you to give my channel a like and subscribe to it so that you can stay up to date on future XRP news as well as other cryptocurrency news in general. Take a look at this now, shall we? A former SEC forecast the date of the ultimate ruling. A large amount of momentum was gained as a result of the court battle that was attentively followed between Ripple and the United States Securities and Exchange Commission in the midst of speculation of a settlement. As a result of growing suspicions over settlements and talks surrounding XRPFs in the midst of a variety of positive occurrences, it also achieved a high of 63 cents over the preceding week. This led to the price reaching its highest point. In particular, trading volumes for XRP were exceptionally high on Asian cryptocurrency marketplaces, including those in South Korea in particular. It has been indicated by an attorney who is not in charge of the case that the ultimate decision will be made within the next several weeks. The members of the XRP army are holding out hope that Judge Torres will make a ruling that is conclusive regarding the future of the remedy. An event that took place behind closed doors was held by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, also known as SEC. Recently, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse made statements regarding the potential of a settlement, and the company shifted 150 million XRP between its accounts. The rumors about the colony were quickly stirred up as a result of all of these events. A former securities lawyer for the Securities and Exchange Commission named Mark Fagel has stated that Ripple and the SEC have not been able to come to an agreement about the matter. During this point of the Ripple XRP lawsuit, it was extremely unlikely that the approval of the settlement would be considered during a meeting that was held in private. This was especially true given the current circumstances. He also indicated that if the enforcement staff had been successful in reaching a resolution with Ripple, they would have informed the court in order to prevent the issue of the remedies ruling while they were waiting for approval from the SEC. This was noted in addition to the fact that he stated that they informed the court. When Vagel was queried about the eventual decision that would be handed down during the remedies phase, he responded by saying that it will take place in the weeks that are to come. Furthermore, he is of the opinion that Judge Torres will provide a verdict that is conclusive regarding remedies, and that it is highly improbable that Judge Netburn will make a decision regarding the other motions. The anticipation that a definitive ruling regarding the fines will be issued by the end of July or the beginning of November has been expressed by a number of other attorneys, including Bill Morgan and Fred Rispoli, amongst others. With relation to the upcoming SEC meeting on the institution and settlement of administrative procedures. In addition, Morgan dispelled any notion that the conference would be a compromise or a resolution. In a conversation with Bloomberg, Garlinghouse expressed the possibility that the case that the SEC has filed against Ripple could be settled really quickly. On the other hand, he additionally indicated that they are unable to correctly foresee when the judge will reach her decision. After being asked whether his company and the SEC were now in negotiations to achieve a settlement arrangement in this protracted legal war, Garlinghouse, on the other hand, declined to respond to the question. About the finding that Judge Analisa Torres delivered about Ripple's violation of the securities laws, the only issue that has not yet been settled is the necessary remedies that should be executed in response to the ruling. In spite of the fact that Judge Torres came to the conclusion that XRP was not a security in and of itself, she nevertheless stated that Ripple's sales of XRP to institutional investors were investment contracts. Consequently, the cryptocurrency company committed a violation of the rules governing securities by selling securities that were not registered with the appropriate authorities. The Securities and Exchange Commission C and Ripple have not been able to come to an agreement on the proper remedies for violations of this nature. It was ultimately determined by the Commission to decrease the amount of the charge to $102 million, despite the fact that it had previously proposed a monetary fine of nearly $2 billion. On the other hand, Ripple has proposed that they should be subject to a fine of no more than $10 million for the actions that they have participated in. Even when both sides are in disagreement with one another, the situation remains the same. Ripple and the Securities and Exchange Commission SEC may still be in the process of negotiating an out-of-court settlement, according to rumors that have been circulating. Brett Hill, an ambassador from the cryptocurrency exchange Bytrue, made a claim not too long ago that a confidential meeting that the Securities and Exchange Commission CC was supposed to hold on July 18th was connected to a settlement between the cryptocurrency company and the regulator. Hill's statement was made in reference to the fact that the meeting was supposed to take place there. On the other hand, information obtained from the website of the Securities and Exchange Commission substantiates the existence of the fact that this meeting that was supposed to take place behind closed doors did not take place on July 18th, as was initially arranged. On the contrary, the date that has been set for it is now the 25th of July. In spite of this, it is still not entirely apparent whether the agenda will in fact have anything to do with the case that the Commission is pursuing against Ripple. In 1 year, what are the consequences of the decision made by Judge Torres? It has been a year since the last analysis, owing to the fact that Judge Torres gave her historically significant opinion, which said that XRP is not a security in and of itself. This decision was made on July 13th, taking into consideration the occurrence of this particular event. The chief legal officer of Ripple, C.L. Stewart Alderode, took to his former platform, which was once known as Twitter, in order to address the ways in which this judgment has impacted the cryptocurrency industry ever since it was made. XRP had a substantial sell-off, which resulted in a price drop of almost 10% as a result of the sudden cancellation of the conference, which was triggered by uncertainty on the possibility of a settlement. The announcement of the rescheduled meeting has already had an effect on the price of XRP, which has increased by 3 so far. This is the case even if the specifics of the meeting are still unknown. The impending hearing of the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) is of particular interest to investors because they feel it may reveal crucial information regarding Ripple's ongoing legal battle and the potential impact that it may have on the well-known cryptocurrency. Then, what course of action should you take? If you already possess XRP or are thinking about investing in it first, the community is keeping a close check on the situation in the hopes of observing any developments that may have an impact on consumers who are considering investing in XRP currency. Maintain your composure because the Bitcoin market is like riding a roller coaster. Consequently, it is of the utmost importance that you have your wits about you and continue to educate yourself. We have you covered with the most recent updates, so make sure to keep an eye out for any official announcements from VC and Ripple, as well as to keep a watch on Cheeky Crypto. We will keep you updated with the most recent innovations. Having said that, concern may be caused by the recent volatility in the price of XRP. You may rest confident that all of this is an essential component of the regulatory framework that governs the Bitcoin business. There is a need for patience. Clarity is of the utmost importance, and staying in is the most effective line of action. Because it is a lengthy process, a great deal of patience is required. Due to the fact that it has the potential to bring about significant changes in the XRP market, the outcome of the SEC meeting that took place on July 25th should be attentively monitored. At this point, let's make a slight shift in course. Recently, Wales was awarded an astounding 48 million XRP, which has led quite a number of people in the XRP community to become extremely excited. You are accurate in your interpretation, but I am curious as to why these important players are behaving in such a spectacular fashion at this specific moment in time. It is possible that it is connected to the most recent developments in the lawsuit that Ripple is currently facing. It is comparable to discovering a shark fin in the ocean. You can't help but be curious about what will go place after this. What do you say we take a little trip back in time? A substantial amount of volatility has been experienced by XRP as a consequence of the ongoing legal challenges that it is having with the SEC. In the Ripple action, Judge Hamilton has appointed the 26th of July as the deadline for the parties to submit a notice seeking that 4 expert testimonies be excluded from the proceedings. Ripple Labs achieved a big victory as a result of Judge Hamilton's decision to uphold the summary ruling of Judge Torres, which asserts that program sales of XRP do not constitute securities. In spite of this, there is still a great deal of uncertainty because investors were anxious about the ultimate verdict. In addition to previous cases concerning Ripple Labs, this one has been a major source of contention that has had an impact on the sentiment of the market. It is comparable to the time when you are anticipating the conclusion of your favorite television show. As much as you are aware that it is going to take place, the tension is killing you.